Alrighty, howdy ho folks, it's your multiversal medium here for another episode of Dread Delusion, the game that will always give me more rabbit holes and more lore I want to look up. Something I thrive on. So last episode we entered the Mollusc, and honestly just explored a lot. We're currently deep in its innards, grabbing Emberian ore because apparently mollusks just have Emberian ore in them. It's a bit unique, if not a bit odd, but I've dealt with weirder. This episode, we might be able to finish up the entirety of this dungeon area, city, settlement. I don't know what the heck you'd consider the mollusk, but we might be able to finish it up and decide where to go from there. But we also picked up like a time-traveling pickaxe, so now we can go to all the ore nodes throughout the entire game. I'm pretty certain probably through the entire game, and mine them. Interesting, not gonna lie. Very unique. I don't know how to personally feel about it. I'm not against it, it's just, the second you add time travel to basically anything is the second you're chancing ruining your entire story via contradictions, retcons, or plot holes. Which actually I think I mentioned those three right at the end of last episode. Why? Well, basically I was talking about Harvestella and how I was going to do an essay on it, and I was going to have a counter on the side of that essay talking about each of those as they popped up. Because there's a lot. There are a lot in that game. I missed an elevator, so we'll circle back for that. But besides that, I think the majority, if not all the mines, explored at this point. Besides that, grab it. Cool. And this is the elevator out, so yeah, let's just go check the other elevator now. Do I have my running boots? I do have my running boots on. How nice. Oh, gosh, yeah. I got like months worth of episodes for that series now, though. So it's going to be a minute before I need to fill it. This series is coming to an end, and gosh, I don't know what technically would be an end cap for Immortal Life as a whole. Huh, weird. I have to decide that at some point. I guess it has a main quest and like a quest line skill tree storyboard thing, so I guess if we call that the end of it, that'd probably be good enough. Is it this way or the other way to the elevator? Probably circle back right now. Pretty certain it was this. Yep, okay, there we go. I'm not the best at it, but I had to deal with my brothers and my best friend for years who are just obscenely directionally challenged when it comes to video games. They're fine IRL, at least as far as I'm aware. Maybe they're not. Anyways, I've had to guide and be like a backseat mapper slash Pathfinder, what have you. Okay, so yeah, this is the entrance. Cool. Guess we just got the castle now. Mapper, guide, Pathfinder, what have you. For all my siblings and my best friend for like decades growing up. I didn't dislike it, but it made it so I knew dang well how to get back to point A after exploring a dungeon or something. It took a while, but it's a deep-seated skill that I don't know where I'd rank amongst others, but I guess I'm good at it. Kind of funny, I'm not the best IRL. I'm passable IRL, but anytime I'm trying to figure out, okay, how did we get to this place when I drove to the place? I had to look it up a lot more than I probably should. Then again, I guess that I wouldn't say it outright counts because that's like after hours of like Hey, do you want to visit so-and-so's house? Oh, I've never been to so-and-so's house. Yeah, come on visit. Like, he's super chill. Visiting and being there for a few hours, and it's like, how do I get back to a road I recognize? Like, I guess it's kind of different if you like had a great deal of time in between. Ooh, that is a switch apparently. Fancy. Fancy. Have we dealt with any switch like that? I don't know. Huh. Hold on. Guess it's a good idea to keep the monocle on. See what we're working with. That is open. That's just open. But what if I don't want to go through the open door? What if I want to go down the weird walkway on the side? Ooh, and talk to the man. The man who says I need to be charming. Well, has he seen my charming hat? Very charming. I'm constantly hypercritical of the hats now. I'm constantly like, nope, it's this one, it's that one. Anytime I go into the hat selection screen. The fact that there's a hat selection screen, it makes you feel like I'm playing Team Fortress 2 for some reason. Oh, well. Okay, so that's a backtrack. This should just be the top of a tower. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah. You remind me of all the mages I fight in Oblivion who don't know how to handle hand-to-hand. Okay, so there's maybe going to be a switch at the top of each of these towers. Maybe 1, 2, maybe 3. Nothing wrong with that. We'll handle it. Get through it. Good stuff. But since I like exploring, that means I'm probably going to clear out all these dudes so they don't interrupt my exploring time. That's for sure. So, that is locked. It's the old what have you. Oh gosh, dude. You basically hit like wet noodles compared to those freaking mollusks before, man. You ain't got nothing on them. You really don't. Okay. That. And lockbook. Gosh. I feel like a pay-to-win player while having 0 skills. I really do. It's like, oh gosh, how'd this dude beat me in PvP? He doesn't even know how to like animation cancel. It's like, oh, have you seen his gear? He specifically put on gear to counter everything your class is. Freaking pay-to-win players. That's how it feels like in this game, and that's not a bad thing. It's just basically, I think I talked about this around Vela. Like, your character's not that great. Your character is kind of a loser. Like, it's amazing your character is still alive at almost any point in the game. Your character shouldn't have survived the assault on Vela's blinding light, basically. Especially when you take into account just your origin that you choose directly before then. You choose your origin, and no matter what, I think even if you chose like all the might-based ones, it's still like a proper soldier battlefield kind of thing, and there you are, somehow trapezing your way through it and not dying. Anyways, ooh, backtrack point. Backtrack achieved. Anyways, as you go further and further in the game, you just get a bunch of stuff that kind of makes up for anything you're lacking. You just pop it on every single time. Okay, something's changed, so that was the last one. So I'm going to assume it was actually that tower right there that changed. So it had a locked door that I couldn't open in any way, shape, or form. Anyone else around? Anyone? No. Can I? There we go. Get that. Grab this. And then grab this one. Efficiency. Yeah. Any more crates to break? Nope, doesn't look it. Cool. And that was not the way up there. How foolish of me. Okay, so yeah, cool. Oh, you just got your skull collection? That's pretty nice. I mean, I'm not going to judge someone for collecting anything. Besides times I do as a joke every once in a while, but I usually backtrack immediately. Charm of the Dead God. Through unspeakable ritual, this charm has been infused with the remnant psyche of a dead god, providing its wearer with a boost to health, mana, and stamina. Since the God War, this rogue Wiccan sect has quietly prepared its retribution. Okay. So, questions, curiosities. I don't know if I'll get the answers, but I know the world building's there to the point where I don't need the answers. It was fleshed out to the degree. We were told they were keeping this place alive since the Middle Ages through magic. Obviously, this specific setup and follow through via the Wiccans. With all the shroom weave and the outlaws. And oh, that's a giant dude. Yeah, it's just a giant humanoid dude. I guess this kind of showcases that one theory I had on the other island where some of the areas were larger. And it's like, look at the doorway. Oh, this is like a little like tower or whatever with massive doors, and it has a ring in it about like a mighty individual. This is a giant. This is outright just a giant in setting. They exist. They're there. Proofs in the skeletons, apparently. Alrighty. With their little pink pelvises or whatever. I don't know why the pelvises are always pink. Why? Why is that a thing? Whatever. I suppose I should probably... No, not that. Worm. And... stamina potion. There we go. Get another one of those going. Just down like 50 monster energies as opposed to sleeping. Why would you sleep? You have monster energy. I mean, yeah, it will totally kill you if you don't go to sleep for too long and just only drink monster energy, but whatever. What's the point of living if you can't just stay awake 24/7? Don't follow that advice. Anyways, as I was saying, it's interesting that I'm gonna assume even the more shroom weave ore, and it gave us info this time. Why do you pick and choose, game? I'm curious the exact time frame. I'm going to assume the whole mushroom setup may have happened after the God War. They were getting shroomweave ore to possibly get revenge. Coven of the Mollusc sermon. My fellow brethren, I have heard your despair of late. You think the Coven of the Mollusc, our beloved and infallible order, has lost its way. I say, you are foolish. Did our forebears not rear this mighty Cephalok from infancy all those centuries ago? So they have been keeping it going since the Middle Ages. Did they not prove their worth by building an entire castle within its shell? And did they not mark themselves the most accomplished of the Wiccan covens when, within these very walls of stone, they merged the flesh of mortals and gods? Wait, what? I concede, the Council of Covens deemed us traitors, for they feared our mastery of cipher. They banished us to the fringes of the sky realms, where we drift still in the cracked shell of our dying mollusk. But now is not the time for despair. From our folly comes an opportunity, a chance not only of reversing our luck, but of revenge. You see, he put parentheses around it, so when he's reading this out loud, he knows I need to add emphasis to this word. It's a great way when you're writing your own like speech or whatever little notes. It doesn't need to be parentheses. Just, you know, this is what I need to do, and like add emphasis here. Maybe like have a note here to really like let you know to do various like hand movements to get the point across. Note taking's such a valuable skill. Moving on, I have changed the Cephalok's course. We are bound for the Onric Isles, home of the detestable Coven of the Worm. They and their putrid god were the first to denounce our art all those centuries ago, and now, finally, they will face our wrath. Oh, they don't want revenge against, like, the apostatic union. They never got, like, knocked out. These are, like, deep fringe frickin' Wiccans that are still going strong. For with the temporal pickaxe, our faithful servants have unearthed the rarest of minerals, once thought lost. Shroom weave ore. With this, we may fashion weapons to hone our mastery of cipher magic. Even that damnable Piggoth will not be able to withstand us now. So rise up, my brothers and sisters. Soon we will have our revenge. Gosh dang. Gosh dang. I mean... They want to out-cipher a god that's legit all about defense. That's interesting. Because yeah, Piggoth is all about survivability and defense. The dude went like to the Black Rose School of freaking thought. I read, I want to say like one freaking, I guess, manga worth of whatever the heck that manga was. And oh no, that was enough. That was enough. Iron ore. Awesome. So I think... Are we officially done? I don't know if there's anywhere else. I think we're officially done here. Oh wait. There's us. Fine ore. Nice. But I think we've explored everywhere. We had one friendly NPC that's just in a perpetual debt hell. Oh, you know what that dude's sermon means? Oh, this may have been the dude who is like fused with god flesh. And that's why he's on display. They made a person more than a person. That dude may have been the proof that their order was grand at one point. So of course they'd never let their carcass go to waste. Okay, well if that's how it was, maybe the whole giant thing is not proved in the pudding, but what else, what else? Still good stuff all around. Still an enjoyable theory. Still an enjoyable game. By the way, I'm just going to drop down there. Yeah, there we go. So, I think we're done here. Yeah, I can't think of any area we may have missed. We explored down there. Pretty certain I even checked behind the waterfall. Because I always do anytime I see one. Zelda trained me about one thing, and that's checking behind waterfalls. So yeah, we should be good. Cool. Got through the mine, got through everywhere. I kind of lived up to that horror that the Duchess had when she probed my mind. I low-key killed everything here. Did I need to? No. No, I did not. Oh. I've never claimed to be a saint. But, rather play it safe than possibly get murderized, because my expectations of how difficult the enemies were happened to be a bit too wrong in the numbers scheme, I guess you could say. Okay, I guess we're good. Let's go. So, let's see here. We got 115 speed and 65 handling. Not bad, not bad. 75 speed, 100 handling. So way different, way different. 50 speed, 115 handling. But yeah, way different. Yeah, way different. Oh, I love this. I love this immediately. This is just pure aesthetic, man. This is the good. Oh gosh, this... Man, this is the good here, man. I love it. I really do. I know it's probably not the best. Arguably, it's maybe even the worst. Oh my gosh. This circular bed. Oh. This is freaking good, man. I was jealous of that one dude's house the second I saw it, and oh my gosh. Ah, yeah, this is good. This is the good. Totally probably the worst freaking setup, but oh my gosh, I love it. I love it to death. Okay, what are we looking at about what we can do? Well, I think we have the quest line for the High Confessor and main quest stuff, which is like an island. I guess I'll do the High Confessor quest line. That'd probably be the next thing I can do. And I think that is this over here. Probably. Possibly. Gosh, I love this setup so much more. But like, I really do. The aesthetic is astounding. Like the pure aesthetic, man. Get out of here. Alrighty. Yeah, there's Ghosty Girl. So, yeah, I think this is that quest. What you got to say? Oh, you don't have anything. Do you have anything to say? Bastards. Are these Inquisition scum friends of yours, stranger? Or should I say, confessor now? You knew who I was from the, get-go. I've been sent here to kill a godlet. I've been given a task I don't want to do. Honestly, she's sent you to kill Danu, hasn't she? Her eyes burn with fury. That bitch. So she would betray us and everything we once held dear just to get to Vela? Just get out of the way. Do you know this place? I mean, I kind of like the split for Care as a whole. It's like watching any sort of character that in a what if scenario. Like, what if they stayed true and never got caught? Or what if they got caught and were willing to drop everything into everything for their revenge? Like, it's two separate versions of the same character that's just shaped differently from a single access point, and I like it. Do you know this place? Know it? It's my home. The last place I settled with my parents before they... She chokes on her words. Listen, stranger. You don't have to do this. The High Confessor, you don't owe her anything. She's using you. Spectral tears fall from her face, shimmering in the light as they dissipate. Please, stranger, use that knife to cut its bonds, not to... She sniffs and swallows, but says nothing more. I don't know, okay. The High Confessor has asked you to deal with a personal matter and slay a certain godlet. You travel to the small house in the western forest of Hallowshire, but a ghost urged you to not carry out the deed. I mean, yeah, that's an oversimplification. Probably getting instanced. Okay. Yeah, she's gone. So, what are we looking at? Huh. You the one they sent from the 12th Tribunal? Like I told my handler, it's just a Class F godlet. Our tribunal has this under control. No idea why we have to wait for some fool from your bunch of prisoners and misfits. And fair. He shrugs. I mean, no offense. No, you totally do. You totally do, man, but what else? Actually... Oh, it's a breastplate. I was about to say, like, I don't know if you're male or female. Whatever. It never really matters. It's just... curious. Okay. So what are we working with? Oh. Oh, look at you! Oh, I love them. Oh my goodness, I love them. Look at the little antenna tail. Oh my goodness. Who's the cutie pie? I understand why you kept them as a pet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, before I do anything, I think she gave me Void Scalpel, manufactured during the God War, when void weaponry was desperately needed and quality was a secondary concern. These wafer-like shards of void metal will shatter after a single use. But as many gods discovered, a single use is often enough. Wow, that's rough. Oh. When did I get the charisma augment? I probably should have been going through some of this stuff. Charisma augment. That's not the same as like my clockwork. Yeah, it's not the same. When did I get this? I don't remember. Spectacularly useful, if a little intrusive. This device permanently increases your charm. After all, who isn't more charismatic with a cipher ensorcelled metal spike inserted through their ear canal and into their cerebellum? I am basically a cyborg at this point. Oh my effing goodness. Yeah. I am basically a cyborg. It's kind of funny. Is there any other stuff I don't think I've seen? Enigmatic note. Meet me at nightfall in the park and up. Okay, yeah. Clockwork furnishing. Mikhail's passport. Godlets. What about... So these dudes turn into that? They lose their little arms? And like their hair? Wait, do they have a toupee on? It's adorable. In a weird way. Let's see here. Emberian calculator. A device from long ago Emberia that permanently increases your lore. The mechanism ticks and taps with the sound of thousands of secret calculations per second, working to the rhythm of a civilization long since silenced. I don't remember picking that up either. Epic. Health restored. Portal key. Allows travel between the teleports. Void Scalpel. Yeah, the same as the other one. Okay. Yeah, that's... I don't remember grabbing this at any point. And I don't remember getting that either. So that's odd. To be fair, sometimes when we complete a quest, there's so many pop-ups and I'm like redoing a voice line or just super amazed with what the quest was. I don't notice the pop-ups. The fact that I constantly get pop-ups about delusions, I don't super pay attention to it, I'm going to be honest. The godlet emits a soft, sad sound that seems to echo through your bones. Her name is Danu. In the Middle Ages, she was a patron god of a powerful kingdom. A prophet who could predict and change the fate of empires. But after the God War, she was just my friend. My parents had been charged with keeping her safe from the Inquisition. Danu was grateful and taught me how to master my sophistry had to read the threads of possibility that spill from all things, and catch glimpses of likely futures. So this is why you're able to possibly see the future where you and Vela just hooked up and it was all good. A better future indeed. When Vela found me and I became a Dark Star, I left Danu here with charms and sigils for protection. Even now, in this form, I still look over her. So why does the High Confessor want her dead? Or enough of the sob story already. Why does the High Confessor want her dead? Because she means a lot to me. To her, it's a test of loyalty. I am the ghost of the Dark Star Care. I was born of the trauma she felt when she fell to her doom in the mutiny. But Care did not die. Her heart still beats. She was tortured for months by the Inquisition, driven to madness with unspeakable tools and devices, and then, when they were done with her, they threw her in a cipher-insulated cell. For the first time in her life, she could not hear the language of the cosmos. For Care, it was like being deprived of air. Not that I can know for sure, because we were already separate. Whatever they did to me, to Care in those years, turned her into the High Confessor, you know. I mean, yeah. So wait, you're the ghost of the High Confessor? I mean, yeah. You're the same. Can't you stop her? At least the High Confessor has a plan. Not wrong there. So wait, you're the ghost of the High Confessor? If you're thinking that we seem like completely different people, well, I'll take that as a compliment. You really shouldn't talk down about the stuff she's been through. She's constantly bleeding. She's in a horrible, tortured state. And she's still keeping her mind about. Yeah, she's solely focused on getting Vela or whatever. But Vela needs to be caught with what the heck Vela's doing. Listen, stranger. The Care in that coffin? She's but a shadow of her former self. A shriveled corpse who barely clings to life. This godlet is the last remnant of who she once was. If you kill Danu here, there will be nothing left of Care. Nothing but a ghost. Can I just bail for now? Can we start talking again? Nope. Okay. Oh, options. I honestly love this little dude. Look at that design. I love it. You're adorable. Oh, I could see through you. You don't have physics. Lovely. The ghost has physics and you don't. Must suck to suck. Anyways, it's... I don't want to kill the little bugger. I really don't. I really, really don't. I'm worried about the possible ramifications if I do. Or don't, I should say. Why is there just a carcass? You know what, whatever. Like, if I don't kill this bugger, the High Confessors... I don't exactly agree with what the High Confessor's been doing, but the High Confessor's been doing what they need to try and stop Vela. And let's be effing honest, Vela needs to be stopped. It's kind of like a low-key necessary evil in some regard here and there. And I understand it. The annoying thing about this choice, and although it's... the gods do come back as godlets. This one was allowed to grow to a certain degree, but it still regrew after dying. As far as we're aware, gods are an eternal aspect of this setting / universe. They won't disappear forever. They will come back, and this one knows exactly what it was before it died. And they may all know that, which is going to be... oh god, that's going to be bad. It's probably going to be bad. Oh gosh, I didn't even think about if a good number of them were able to come back with knowledge and fact that a lot of people killed them. That's probably bad. Anyways, technically killing this bugger, I don't think truly kills it. It's just going to come back. That being said, it might take a long time before it's ever in this state again because it may keep being squashed over and over. But it's not like the Wiccans are gone to any degree. There will be other Wiccans who will eventually pick up this god in some way, shape, or form and raise it to the point where it's a proper god again. Heck, even if all the Wiccans are wiped out in the apostatic union, it would never last for several generations. Let's be honest, the apostatic union's already falling apart, and it's not even been a single generation. But if it somehow did, and all the gods were properly handled, there would still be some that leaked through and were able to grow properly, and that's going to eventually lead to an uprising that destroys the apostatic union. Cutting this bugger down doesn't truly kill them, it just dissipates them as far as I'm aware. That being said, I still feel gross about it. Wisdom-wise, I feel like I should cut it down. Morality-wise, I don't want to. And, you know what? F the apostatic union. I don't like them. Let's free the bugger. Is this smart? Probably not. When have I ever been smart? Free the godlet. You approach the godlet with the void knife. The godlet shrieks an alien ethereal sound that seems to resound through all your senses. The knife cuts through its bonds, with one hard strike shattering the blade into 1,000 pieces. The godlet is free. It chirrups, and a wave of warmth spreads through your body. The ghost of Kair nods at you. Thank you dearly, stranger. Danu did not deserve such a cruel fate. I'll see you back at the blinding light. Something tells me the Inquisition will not look favorably upon the High Confessor for this. And they already don't like her. So, did I gain anything from that? It feels like all of my inventory just shuffled. That's weird. I think it did. Let's see here. I don't know if I technically gained anything. I saw something in the top right, but once more, that stuff's usually in one eye, out the other, which is not the correct way of saying that phrase, but you get the deal of what the heck I'm saying. Basically, with all the delusion pop-ups constantly coming up, I don't super care. Huh. So, you're not even going to check if I did the job well. Well, we already know the apostatic union is fairly incompetent, so I'm not super surprised. Fairly incompetent's too nice. They are highly incompetent. Okay, let's see here. Blinding light. Yeah. There we go. Right over yonder. Let's just, yeah, I think it would be here. There we go. Yeah, I think we can go up through this. And now we're good. I like the weird holdover. Oh my gosh, so many loading zones. Just pop that. The weird holdover of them knowing they're going to make this a ship means this is the only elevator that doesn't have a hole for its, like, floor when it lands. Because they knew they would eventually need the player to use this elevator instead. Oh my god, the loading zones. Low-key insufferable. Just low-key insufferable. Hey, Kair, I failed your quest or whatever. So, can we go out for ice cream instead? I feel bad about it. I mean, I don't feel super bad about it, but I feel... actually, I feel whatever. Anyways, oh yeah, that's probably not good. What are we looking at? So, I like how she's still in the animation for what she was doing. So, this is probably bad. Oh, if it isn't our newest confessor, she bows her head politely. I'd love to help you with your mission, but I don't have the security clearance to know all the ins and outs. You should speak with Inquisitor Ignavius on the platform opposite the High Confessor. He'll know what to do. Okay, so you're still doing the Okay, so the High Confessor's coffin is being escorted away by our own agents. Let go of me, you fools! She coughs uncontrollably. She sees you. Confessor, there you are. You traitor. Do you know what you have done? You think appeasing that danged spirit will stop this madness? That thing is not even real. Just a shadow of my former self. A vestige of trauma, singed upon the skies. I'm sorry? She exhales a deep, raspy breath. Listen, Confessor 17. They'll throw me in a cell with no lock, from which I'll never see the light of a neuron star again. But I won't resent you. I won't curse your name. So long as you do one thing. Vela. Crush her skull and shatter her bones for what she did to me. You hear her faintly sobbing inside the coffin. Well, yeah. Sorry. Sorry. I really do feel bad because I don't think she inherently did anything bad. The High Confessor requested that you kill a godlet. The whole ordeal was a test of loyalty, which the High Confessor failed, and she has been taken away by Inquisition agents. You should speak with the ghost here. Oh, she's over here now. I mean, like, gosh dang it. Thank you for what you did back there, stranger. Not all would have done as you did. Don't spare any tears for the High Confessor. It heartily pleases me to see my true self brought so low, but she dug her own grave by siding with these authoritarian bastards. She kind of had to. She was kind of forced into that scenario. It's like, I think this ghost version of her does not fully comprehend how bad the torture she faced were. Oh well, she smirks. Oh, don't worry. You can't see or hear me. I may be a ghost, but I can still weave a simple concealment spell. Do I have to follow Inquisitor Navius's orders then, or... Yeah, do I have to follow his? I wouldn't worry about him. That bubbling fool hasn't the slightest clue about what's going on. Honestly, yeah. My personal feelings for the High Confessor aside, her plan is still your best chance of getting close to Vela. You just have to find the crashed Emberian ship and its engine so you can slip into the cradle. How do I find this engine? The High Confessor said it was aboard the crashed ship of an island somewhere, right? Search for it by sailing to the most distant islands. Then you could use this device to sneak the cutter through the Union Navy blockade. Thanks, care. Good luck, stranger. Ay vey. Honestly, I feel like I probably should have sided with the High Confessor. A bit of regret there, but... what else? It is what it is. Maybe a different playthrough. I don't even think I got anything for that. I really don't. I don't think I received a single item through all of that. That's... hashtag rude. Hashtag rude. Like, seriously. I've been doing all this running around, refusing to kill godlets and such. And here you are, not giving me anything for not killing a godlet. That being said, oh no. I don't think there would have been a single outcome to that quest that I probably would have liked, to be honest. Even if I sided with the High Confessor, I probably would have regretted it at the end of the day. I don't think there's any way for me to do that without hating myself. I really don't. But it is what it is, and here we are. There's not a dock here that I could actually just summon my ship to. Whatever. Actually, I got told there's a ship spell that I just completely forgot about. Let's see here. Skeleton. Slow. Emergency airship reembarkation. Returns you instantly to your airship. Since the inclusion of this spell on airships was mandated by law, deaths from falling overboard have fallen by 2/3. Fancy. Anyways, yeah, honestly, I'm certain even if I sided with the High Confessor, I probably would have hated it. Genuinely and for truly. I don't think there is a way to do that quest that I would have liked. It is what it is. You kind of had to hold on to... Gosh, this thing actually goes a good bit faster than I thought it would. This is 50 speed? This doesn't feel like 50 speed, yo. This feels weirdly faster than the other ship when I was going on it. Weird. Okay. Well, what else? Is that actually like a dock right there? I just get on over. Hold up. Just back my big slug. It's not a slug, it's a snail. I don't know if it will let me. Yeah, I don't think it will. Hashtag rude. Okay, maybe that isn't just a, dock. What else? But yeah. It feels like a dock. That's weird. It just wasn't letting me. Huh. So, am I good to just walk through this? Well, there's a respawn point, so I may as well try. I'm probably, after this episode, gonna look up what happens when you choose the other side of that quest line. Just for, like, my peace of mind. Obviously, I can't go back, and I wouldn't even if I could. I kind of stand by. Okay, yeah, I can just go through the, ward or shield or whatever. But it's... Erasium Sphere. To face Vela in the cradle, you'll need to upgrade the cutter with a device that can pierce its powerful force fields. You found a desert island to the south of the Onric Isles, where the ancient Iberian ship has run aground. Could this be what you're searching for? Okay. Yeah, cool. After we finish this, we'll finish the Jade Skull quest too. Oh. Ooh. These are just in the walls. Okay. We're putting on our good gear for this. Hop this over to the monocle. See if I can't see. Oh hey, the monocle's not working. That is the yeah, that's just not working. Oh, that's okay. Well then. What does a loser like me do when all the tools I've acquired end up becoming useless? Guess force themselves to get good? Oh well. More Iberian ore. Okay. Oh well. So that's the Iberian ship. Well, yeah, that looks like an Iberian ship, that's for sure. Honestly, after going to the Underlands and seeing the majority of their architecture, it's different from what I thought it would be, but it's still nice. It looks very much like Victorian era, like iron wrought nonsense. Like, it's nice, it's just different. Okay, moths. These dudes as bad as the other moths. Let's tank this and see. Nope, they are not as bad. And those don't turn as quickly. And what the heck are you? You are a... Well, obviously you're a reskin of the choo-choos. But still, man, you looking horrific. Like, I like the design, but I also hate it because I'm not a fan of arachnids, but still a good design. I can't deny that. It's just scary. Their face is very fleshy in ways that I don't like faces to be fleshy in, and I didn't know I had a preference in that regard. Oh, can I just climb up this? Can I fully just, like, Elder Scrolls this? Oh, heck yeah, man. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, gosh dang it. I know I'm not supposed to do that. Just couldn't resist. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. These choo-choo buggers. Not a big fan of them. Your faces gross me out. My inability to hit a fucking mark at 50 paces. I swear. Okay, so, where... Oh, you went back because you couldn't find me. Okay. Hey, what's up, man? Well, it's also, like, I think their hitbox is a bit weird. I don't think you can hit the back of them. You can only hit, like, this, that little base with arrows. Oh, well. Not the worst freaking hit detection nonsense I've dealt with recently. Freaking, since I'm a loser that does, like, jack of all trades stuff in Elder Scrolls, usually. I've been training sneak and archery, at least to start fights. And, Will-o-wisps effing suck to try and hit with a bow and arrow. They really do. Some of the worst hit detection I've dealt with in a minute. Okay, so we got that up there. We got just a solid mound of water. That's different. Okay. Ship part, trees, beautiful landscape. I'm glad they did more with the sand biome than just the small island we saw. I honestly would have been kind of upset if that was a full unique biome and all it is just the starting / end point of a scavenger hunt quest. Would have genuinely been upset. Okay. Yeah, I don't like how you guys look, man. Like, I love it, but I also hate it. Their weird, fleshy, facey bits are just, ugh. That being said, the other aspects of them give, like, a sense of scarabs and other desert creatures. I guess their design is also kind of similar to camel spiders, which are in deserts. It's a great design. It just does what it's doing way too well. At least for someone like me who has arachnophobia. Ah, that's a weird tangent I could go on. So yeah, arachnophobia. Ooh, piece of candy. Here we go. Get some Emberian ore and we can mine more. Okay, yeah. I guess we're kind of just set on Emberian ore from here on out. If we ever need more. Which I can't imagine we would. Oh, I don't like getting close to them. I really don't. But, basically, oh, I think they, like, poison you too. Makes sense. I had, like, really bad arachnophobia when I was younger. To the point where if there was a spider in a video game... Oh, do the mines have little chimneys? That's cute. I freak out and maybe not be able to play that part. Which, obviously I've gotten over, all things considered. But I remember 2 games that kind of forced me to get over my arachnophobia. Okay. Get the fancy hat going. There we go. One of them was Harry Potter 2 on the PC. I don't know exactly what this is. Isn't this Clockwork Kingdom tech? Right next to a weird... This is odd. This is very odd. What the heck am I... This is like an Endless Realm, like, ship, wooden wise, and then Clockwork Kingdom stuff. Where am I and what the heck's happening? How the heck is it working like this? This doesn't feel or look right. I feel like I'm in a weird time-space distortion. What the heck's going on? And then there's some Iberian tech right there too. Anyways, a large breaker-like switch is set into the console before you. The whole thing and the hut around it seem to have been put together from a haphazard, if impressive, selection of parts, which are now showing their age. Like the switch. The switch is stiff, moving only with a grinding sound. When it thuds back into the device, there is no immediate change anywhere around you. Oh. We'll figure it out later. Anyways, I don't even know why I was playing like Harry Potter 2 on the PC. I rarely played PC games back in the day. Besides the ones my brother had. That's how I learned I liked Morrowind, actually, playing it on the PC. We'd enter console commands and go to like the test room where they have everything right at the start of the game. Pick up a bunch of OP items and just like have fun. Good stuff. Anyways, that game, the Chamber of Secrets or whatever, obviously has a lot of spider imagery because of a certain part of the book, movie, game, what have you. Which I could never watch as a kid because once more, horrible arachnophobia. So I kind of forced myself through it once at some point. I can't remember when. So I was finally able to play some games with spiders in it after that. But what really made me just a heck of a lot more numb to spiders in video games was all the jump scares in Dragon Age Origins. I swear to effing Christ, whoever designed that game decided every spider enemy was an effing jump scare with a loud hissing noise deserves to be slapped. But gosh, did it make me numb to my fear of spiders in video games. Oh my effing gosh. That was a slog. Because, like, when it comes to Dragon Age Origins, I want to say I tried every single Origin before picking one I liked. And, gosh, 2 ones in a row. There we go. Picking one I liked and just sticking to it until the end of the game. I don't even think I ever... Actually, no, I never technically beat Dragon Age Origins. I got right up to the ending and I was like, oh, this is a huge ramp up in difficulty. You know what? I'm done. And called it good there. Okay, so there's still more. Where? Oh, there. Okay. There we go. Ooh, piece of candy. Desert key. A worn-looking key that seems to have been beaten into shape from a piece of scrap metal found on a distant island. Fancy. Whoever the heck was here was like a MacGyver type individual. What the absolute heck? Anyways, I played Dragon Age Origins a lot, and it got to the point where I finally got to the ending, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. I played this enough. I have similar experiences with like Dragon Quest IX, which I love both of those games a lot. It's just like I almost always get to the ending anytime I'm replaying them, and I'm like, I played this way too much at this point. I'm burnt out. I'm done, man. I got the joy I wanted out of this game, and I do not need to finish it and force myself to finish it. But yeah, constant, and I mean constant, frickin' jump scares in Dragon Age Origins because of spiders. Turns out that's enough to kind of numb yourself to not being okay playing games with spiders in it. And I think I mentioned, I think it was last episode, that I've beaten Bloodborne and spiders, right? Oh, human face spiders? Oh, wow, cool. It's not enough to stop me from playing any game at this point. It's just enough to make me go, ew, that's icky. Oh, well. Actually, I'm curious. Do any of you guys have a phobia that is enough to make certain pieces of media unwatchable or unplayable or what have you? Because my arachnophobia made it so I couldn't watch that scene in the Chamber of Secrets. It made it so Hypnotic Brooch. This seems to just be a little knot of twigs and faded flowers, until you find you can't look away from it, entranced by its appearance. Others find it enticing too, and will fall under your entice spell for longer than usual. All these entice freaking pieces of equipment. I kind of love it. But I couldn't watch like that one scene in the, I want to say, last Lord of the Rings movie. That's based around spiders and stuff. Cause yeah, I remember my siblings watching it's a very funny horror movie, but Eight-Legged Freaks. I couldn't watch that kind of stuff. Just because of that phobia. And it's understandable. It's phobias are meant to be irrational. Anyways, my best friend has hydrophobia, which is like a fear of, well, obviously water, but also things in the water or being underwater. And he has had various instances of, considering the time, I'm going to make my way back to the ship and pop a save. We're just going to call it good there. But he's had various instances of not being able to play games through various parts because of it. And he's had very bad reactions to certain part of games he was playing through because of that phobia. Like, he is a huge Resident Evil nerd. He's been obsessed with the series since he was 7. And I remember when 4 came out, before we knew 4 kind of sucked when it came to survival horror. If any of you get pissed at that, Resident Evil 4 isn't a bad game. It's just not a proper survival horror game. And for the IP that's tagline is enter the survival horror, I don't think it's a good Resident Evil game because of it. And that's how the series went after 4. 4 reinvented the IP and series. And I personally don't think it's for the better, but it was for the better marketing wise. I'm not saying 4 is a bad game. I'm saying it's not a good survival horror game. It is a third-person shooter with horror elements as a whole. So anyways, before we knew we didn't like that game, because it wasn't survival horror, there's a certain enemy in it that is in a lake. And that flipped him the F out. He was horrified. And this is a dude who is obsessed with the genre. Horror games, horror movies. He is numb to them all. Like, he has been so obsessed with the genre for a majority of his life that it is hard to get a rise out of him, besides it being a jump scare, and neither of us like jump scares. So yeah, he had like genuine terror because of that. And he still does when he's playing that part of the game, because it's a phobia. He knows what's happening. It's meant to be irrational. So yeah, if any of you guys have something like that, let me know. I totally won't just like file it away and use it against you later. More so, I'm just interested how some phobias may have stopped other people, whether they're the same phobias or different, from being able to enjoy some media. That's it. Alright guys, it's been an episode. I'll talk to you all later. We'll keep exploring this island next time, and off screen I'm gonna look up that one quest and lament a bit. If the other option is just so decidedly worse, I probably will immediately just bounce back, but until I figure that out, I'm gonna be a bit sulky, at least for the next 5 minutes it takes for me to look that up. Anyways, ciao guys.